Over 10,000 people voted on this poll and I'll use this to predict the remaining BFDIA elimination order. I asked you guys who you wanted to win BFDIA and I'll be going over the results of that, then I'll be using this to decide the elimination order. This will contain spoilers for BFDIA 19 voting results, so if you don't want that then click the video, but I'd be really impressed if you avoided it up to this point already. So I think it's pretty much a guarantee already that Tennis Ball will be out at 6th place. The voting results aren't really that close, so I do believe Tennis Ball will be 6th place. However, there is a problem that YouTube only allows 4 options on an image poll, so I needed to put my top 3 predictions and then merge the other 3 into an others section. The other section got last in the poll anyway, so I believe I chose the right options. 14% of people who responded to the poll would have either rooted for Needle, Pin or Tennis Ball to win BFDIA. However, we need to decide on the order between Pin and Needle. I do think it is fairly obvious that Pin has way more hate in BFDIA left than Needle. So I do think 5th will be going to Pin and 4th will be going to Needle. So as for the top 3, it's pretty straightforward. It's just going to be in the order of how many votes they got. So with 18%, Coiny comes in 3rd on the poll, and with 23%, Price comes with 2nd. And then as for 1st with 45%, Book wins this poll. However, it's fairly obvious that this will most likely not be the elimination order for the rest of BFDIA, so we're going to need to decide between the top 5 what the order is going to be. This was approximately the amount of times everybody has been mentioned in the comment section. This isn't just how many people wanted to say who they wanted to win, but it could be people saying how much they hate somebody, or more than one person in the comment, or just like anything really. I do think a good portion of Pin's comments were saying that they hated Pin, which definitely puts her down on this list, and I think that Pin would be in 5th place. I don't really see her winning in a 3rd challenge in a row, but if she does, then she's gonna get out in 4th. Now, despite performing 2nd place on this poll, Bryce does have a noticeable hate base as well, meaning I don't think he is going to perform good enough to make it to the finale, meaning I think he's going to be in 4th place. Between Needle, Book and Coiny, it's kind of hard to say. It kind of depends on what happens to them during the remaining episodes of BFDIA. Right now, Book seems to be the most popular, but Tennis Ball has been the most popular for the longest time, and you know what's just about to happen. BFDIA is such an unpredictable season and anything could really happen, so we don't really have a true answer yet. But based off of what we have right now, I think that Pin might be holding Coiny back a little bit because of how hated she is at the moment. However, I think Coiny would have a bigger fan base than Needle in a vote to win, so I think Needle's going to be 3rd place and Coiny's going to be 2nd. As of what we're seeing so far, I think Book is going to be the winner. However, that could obviously change because I think it is a pretty hard decision between Book, Coiny or Needle for who's going to win. And who knows, maybe Thrice could surprise us. I am pretty confident that Tennis Ball and Pin are going to be the next 2 boots, assuming Pin does not win the next challenge. But the other 4, I think anything could really happen.